Hi, we are a Technovation Families participant team. We did last year a system that helps you recycling correctly. To follow this tutorial, you will need only these things. First step is sync up in Watson and login. First, click on the person icon on the top right. Then click on create a new account. Fill up all the fields with your personal details. And then click next. They will send you a code to your email, insert it here. Now we have an IBM ID and we have to go to IBM Cloud and then create an account with the IBM ID that we have created before. Now we can log on to our IBM Cloud account with our IBM ID and we will see our personal dashboards. To create new resources, click on the button shown on the picture. Now we are going to create a visual recognition resource. We click on the resource to create it, and now we have to choose between a free plan and a standard plan. Here you can see some points to help you to decide between one or the other. After the resource is created, we can go to the Manage tab to copy the API key and the URL that we will need for communicating with our resource. Now we are going to download Postman. Postman is a tool that will help us to make requests to our visual recognition resource. We need to download the app for Windows and they will ask us to create a new account. We will create a new user with a new password, and after that we can log in our Postman application. We will say skip this for later. Now we are going to use Postman to try our visual recognition resource. We need to create a new request to classify an image. You will need the URL that we have copied from the Manage tab on the previous section. We have to append the classify command to the URL that we have copied from the visual recognition resource. Then we will need to add some parameters. First is a URL from which we are going to take an image that we want to classify. For this example, we have taken an image of an oak that we have found on Google. Then we will need to add another parameter, which is the version, and the value is going to be the date of the API that we are going to use. Don't forget to go to authorization section and select basic auth. The username is going to be APK, and under password we need to put the real APK. Then send the request, and the model will return as the classification from our image, in this case a tree. If you need to recognize custom categories, you will need to train a custom model. You will need a dataset with your custom categories images. In this example, we have downloaded a dataset from TrustNet, which includes images from different kinds of garbage. Now we have to create a different zip file with each different category that we want to find in our dataset. Now, using Postman, we will ask our visual recognition resource to train a new model. We should change the request type to post, include the URL, and append v3 classifiers. On the parameters, we will need to add the version as the same as previously on the previous request. And also we will have to add the basic auth with the same parameters as before, APK and the APK returned from the Manage section. On the body, we'll have to add one field for each zip file with the images. We have to add also a field which describes the name of our classifier. Each zip file has to have a name that is composed by the category name and then the suffix positive examples. The categories that we will be answer will be this name. Also, it's mandatory to use a negative examples zip to the training. Take note of the resulting ID, as we will need it later. Now we are going to query which is the status of the training. The training will take a lot of time, so we will need to query it about the current status of the training to know if it has finished. The result of the query is that the model is still training. Single training may be more processing than our free plan allows. Now, if we want to continue, we have to upgrade to a paid plan. The first time that you upgrade to a paid plan, you will get $200 in free credit, so it's going to still be free. But please be aware that we have to monitor all the charges to avoid excessive charges. Now we are going to see how to do the same request that we did on Postman, but on Python. This way you could include this on your Raspberry Pi or in other system. First we set the key and URL variables. Then we make a post request similar to the ones we did on Postman, but on Python using request. Response contains all the recognizing categories. First category is the one with the greatest score. You can create a function that is called later in the code. Kids can help you programming simple if conditions on the returned categories. You can visit these links to get more information about the steps followed in this tutorial.